niho tuzubakira Karongi, niho tuzubakira u Rwanda, niho buri munyarwanda wese yihitiramo.
My name is Ernest Rwamucyo, and I'm the High Commissioner of Rwanda to the United Kingdom.
Could you give us Rwanda's overview?
Yes, Rwanda is a country that is probably became known globally during the 1994 genocide because of the tragic event that happened then with the loss of 1 million people. Since 1994, Rwanda has made tremendous progress in terms of rebuilding its image with a strong focus on national unity and reconciliation, focus on development and investing in its people. Today, probably Rwanda has registered a very, very good progress in rebuilding its institutions, in getting its people to live together after the tragic genocide of 1994. It has done economically well, with the economy growing very strongly over the last 10 years, investing heavily in infrastructure, education, and the health of its people. And today is special, particularly on August 9th, when we had the second contested presidential election, which registered a huge, massive turn-up in Rwanda because of the enthusiasm that Rwandans have for the progress that we've made, and enthusiasm in participating in the democratic process by electing their own president. They had a choice from 4 candidates, and they overwhelmingly turned up today, August 9th, to really vote. And we are all excited about this progress and the journey that our country has traveled over the last 16 years.
Okay, you have put it very well. Now, in the Western media, they like scrutinizing Africa, what Africans should do and what they shouldn't do, and how they should run their own affairs. What would you like to, can you address the whole world actually concerning that matter?
I think the special thing about Rwanda is that we owned up to our challenges after 1994. We decided as Rwandans that we wanted to rebuild a new country that is based on national unity and reconciliation, that we have strong ownership of the development process. We look for homegrown solutions to the problems that the country has faced, and that has been the key to Rwanda really advancing quite progressively over the last years. We also have had leadership. The leadership of President Paul Kagame has been visionary and also focused on getting the country back on its feet, but also developed quite an ambitious development program that has focused on investing in people, in health, in education, in infrastructure, but also in rebuilding the confidence of the people so that they can look to a future, and a future that is brighter, with more opportunities and prosperity. So it's been a long journey. We still have ways to go, but we've made quite very significant progress. And the elections are one important step in cementing the journey that we've traveled in building a functioning, democratic, free and progressive society.
Good. In many African countries, the word democracy is understood in so many segments, and even some people, they understand it differently. So how do you approach democracy in Rwanda?
I think for Rwanda it has been quite very thoughtful in terms of what are the challenges, what is it that matters for people. As I said, national unity and reconciliation has been key. Rebuilding institutions that provide services to the people transparently, fairly, and in a manner that really people can easily feel the difference. I think that has been key. Rwanda is a country that has zero tolerance to corruption. Rwanda is a country that has invested in building institutions that allow its people to dialogue. It's a highly decentralized society, so people are involved in decision making. And the choices for people, I think, have been very, very clear. They want peace, they want stability, they want economic prosperity, they want equal opportunity for all, including women, including youth. So for us, democracy is a very tangible thing. It responds to the choices about responding to the day-to-day needs of the people, but also to the wider aspirations of a more peaceful and progressing society. So our choices have been clear, and in this election, I think Rwandans had a very, very clear choice to make, and they have chosen to the continuity of the current environment of stability, of peace, economic progress, and institutions that deliver for the people.
Well, it looks like Rwanda is leading the way, and maybe many countries might learn, because it is something that is still difficult to lead a country like, well, a small country like Rwanda, but it is doing all that well. Do you expect it to be like it's a country that every other country in Africa will look up to?
Well, I think we've had our own challenges, and I think we've been open about them, and also worked hard to find solutions. And I think largely those solutions have worked. I think there are things that other countries could learn from us. We wouldn't say that what happened, the current situation, the unique situation of Rwanda could be similar to what other countries are facing, because different countries are addressing different challenges and also have different opportunities. But certainly it's important that we look at what others have done better rather than always recreating the wheel. But what I can emphasize is that Rwanda has had its challenges. It analyzed properly the problems. The leadership has responded with a clear vision, and so far the solutions are working extremely well for the country, and other countries could learn from what we've done. I think it's about being focused, it's about owning your challenges and finding solutions that respond, and being focused on getting those around, and then getting people involved in the process. And I think there has been a massive involvement of Rwandan people in being part of the solutions to the problems of the country and to a future of the country. So what we're building is for Rwanda, and we think that other countries can also learn from what we're doing.
Earlier on, I have seen people holding up placards. They have got really strong messages supporting what is happening in the diaspora, and to many people it seems that they have got the forgiving heart. Or is it because they really want to move on? They want to not to forget, but they want to actually approach the problems that occurred in 1994 in a different way?
Yes, I think Rwandans have chosen to really face their challenges and move on and rebuild a new country. I think what you saw was the energy that every Rwandan has, and the commitment to rebuilding a new country and to ensuring that the challenge of the challenges of the history are overcome. That we don't have prisoners of our history, but we actually take advantages of opportunities that are existing now to really carry on and rebuild a new country and move everybody along. And so that's what you saw, and I think that's what also people are really strongly demonstrating in this election, that they are turning up to say Rwanda has gone far, Rwanda has ways to go, and we want to move on, and we want to keep this momentum going. And I think that's what everybody is focused on, and there is a lot of energy, I can tell you.
Right, this is the last question. It's not really a question. What message do you have for the Rwandan people in the diaspora and the Rwandan people home?
I want to congratulate all of them. I think Rwandans in the diaspora and Rwandans at home have all stood together and spoken with a very loud voice and exercised their democratic right to choose the leadership that they want for the next 7 years. I think the energy that we saw in the country, the same energy we've seen in the diaspora, and I want to congratulate every Rwandan. But I also want to say that this is the beginning again of another journey of the continuation of the progress that we've made, and everybody should keep on board, that we really move our country and move it really to the Vision 2020, which is a very, very clear target that we've got to hit, with every Rwandan progressing in different areas of the economy, in agriculture, in health, in education, creating wealth, and better skills for the people.
Niho tuzubakira Karongi, niho tuzubakira u Rwanda, niho buri munyarwanda wese yihitiramo